On the day of our wedding anniversary, my husband, Jiang Shubai, flew overseas overnight to procure a necklace adorned with millions of pink diamonds. He knelt gracefully, his gaze filled with affection. My dear wife, I love you. As tears of emotion threatened to spill, my vision was suddenly obscured by a barrage of comments flashing before my eyes. The female antagonist's affection level is nearly at 100. The male lead will soon succeed in his conquest. He can finally cast aside this wicked female antagonist. Oh, how? The male lead has suffered 5 long years of pursuit. Our female protagonist has endured too much woe as her. May the antagonist meet her demise. Calm down, everyone. Once the conquest is complete, the antagonist's good days will be over, and the male lead will surely eliminate this vile character. In an instant, my tears were retracted. Stunned, I stood frozen, overwhelmed by the flood of messages that muddled my mind. Jiang Shubai clicked his tongue softly. Gigi, what are you thinking? Hurry and accept the necklace. Just as I was about to take the necklace, the comments returned. Haha, foolish female antagonist. She doesn't even realize the necklace is a fake. She's utterly smitten with the male lead. How could she possibly notice? The real pink diamonds belong to our dear heroine. Even if the male lead intends to pursue the antagonist, he wouldn't dare wrong the heroine. Strange, why hasn't the heroine's affection level changed? It was just 1 point away from maxing out. Could it be that she's recognized the issue with the pink diamonds? If so, that would be disastrous. The timeline will only be prolonged. My head spun as I rubbed my eyes vigorously. The comments continued to flood in, speculating why I hadn't accepted the necklace and why my affection level remained unchanged. They claimed that the world we inhabited was merely a novel. Jiang Shubai was the male lead, Lin Yur the heroine, and I was the nefarious female antagonist, tarnishing their relationship. The male lead was a transmigrator, tasked with completing a mission to achieve happiness with the heroine. The mission was to conquer me. Once my affection level for him reached 100, the task would be complete. He would promptly cast me aside and wed the heroine, triggering the plot of the wicked female antagonist. I would then ruin their relationship and slander the heroine. My fate was grim. Jiang Shubai would deliver me to the bed of a Ravala cruel old man who would ultimately lead to my demise. The Liu family would be driven to bankruptcy under Jiang Zubai's machinations, and my parents would perish in a car accident, another of his schemes. Pallor washed over my face as I clenched my fists. Could my beloved, who I had cherished for 5 years, truly treat me in such a manner? Jiang Shubai could no longer maintain his kneeling position, rising in frustration. Lu Gigi, what do you mean by this? Do I look like a clown to you, kneeling here? Our son, Jiang Chen, dashed down from upstairs, pushing me and bursting into tears. Mommy is bad. Why won't you accept Daddy's gift? Wah, Mommy is bad. His tears fell like rain, piercing my heart with anguish. If he were to understand his father's intentions, he would surely be heartbroken for a long time. Just as I was about to comfort him, I caught a glimpse of the comments. The antagonist is about to be heartbroken. Her affection level is at 99.5. The son will soon succeed. Quick, let the baby cry louder. Once the affection level is maxed, he can freely call the heroine mommy. Though born of the antagonist, he harbors no feelings for her. Only regrets that he wasn't born of the heroine's womb. Am I the only one who feels pity for the antagonist? She treats Jiang Chen so well, yet her heart belongs solely to the heroine. Indeed, only you. The heroine is so deserving of a painless childbirth. I felt a wave of dizziness wash over me, my footing faltering. After nurturing my son for 5 years, I had always believed myself to be a good mother. I would never scold him or deny him, even if it meant plucking the stars from the sky for him. The comments suggested that after my demise, someone would ask my son if he missed me. He would disdainfully respond, "Don't mention that disgusting woman. My greatest regret is being born from her." His eyes were red-rimmed, yet they concealed an undeniable hatred. A dull ache settled in my heart. Seeing me silent, he lunged at me and bit my arm. "You wicked woman. I won't call you mommy anymore." He bit down fiercely, causing blood to seep from my arm. Normally, I would have rushed to embrace him and apologize profusely, feeling guilty for whatever had caused his anger and sadness. Perhaps such actions would have filled his affection level to the brim, allowing him to unabashedly refer to the heroine as mother. I lowered my gaze, calmly making my way to the living room to retrieve the medical kit from my arm. Out of the corner of my eye, I observed Jiang Shubai. I wondered if his system had relayed something, for his expression appeared rather grim. He tugged at his collar, thrusting the pink diamond necklace before me. "Today marks our wedding anniversary. Must you create such a scene? Our son is still so young. And you've managed to provoke him to this extent. He is likely sobbing in his room. Shouldn't you go apologize to him?" I lifted my gaze. My expression indifferent. Did I cause him to cry? It was you who charged down and kicked and hit me, don't you see? I pointed to the bite marks on my arm, still oozing blood. It's a wonder I didn't slap him, and you expect me to apologize? I believe it is I who have spoiled him. You. Lu Zhizhi. When did you become so unreasonable? Little Chun is only 5. He doesn't understand any of this. You're going to break his heart. Jiang Shubai's face flushed with anger. I instinctively wanted to admit fault but held back. Am I no longer allowed to feel pain after being bitten by my son? A glance revealed a sliver of light escaping from my son's room. He was eavesdropping. Upon noticing my gaze, he promptly slammed the door shut. What's with a female supporting character? She's acting like a different person. Can she not be so dramatic? It's infuriating. Exactly. They were about to complete their respective storylines. It's over. The heroine's affection value has dropped. Both have reached 90. What on earth happened? It's probably due to that bite from Jiang Chen. Poor little darling was just too eager and bit too hard. Isn't it the female supporting character's fault? She should have comforted him when he first cried. How could she get angry just because he bit her? Does she even deserve to be a mother? The comments were overwhelmingly critical of me. But what have I done wrong? Must I? Simply because I am a supporting character, willingly sacrifice myself to clear the path for the leads? That evening, Jiang Shubai feigned a need to coax our son into his room to sleep. I stood by the door, listening to their conversation. Daddy, Mommy's affection value has dropped significantly. What should we do? Boo-hoo. I don't want to live with that woman anymore. I want Mommy Yuru, not this foul woman. Boo-hoo. Jiang Shubai, filled with sympathy, embraced our son. Don't cry, my affection value has dropped too. It's alright, we'll take it slow. Tomorrow. You should apologize to Lu Zhizhi. It's likely due to that bite. Our son, in a huff, protested. Why should I apologize to that woman? I didn't do anything wrong. It's her fault for refusing your gifts. We were so close to being with Mommy Yuru. She asked the third party ruining our family. I bit my lip, having steel myself for this. Yet, hearing their words made my heart ache uncontrollably, as if it were being twisted by a knife. After a moment of complaints, our son suddenly asked, Daddy, did you prepare a gift for Mommy Yuru? Tomorrow is her birthday. Of course. What do you think of this necklace? Our son gasped. That necklace is just like that woman's. I get it, Daddy. You're giving her a fake, right? Through the crack of the door, I saw our son clumsily retrieve a doll from his blanket. The stitching was crooked. He seemed a bit shy. Daddy, this is the doll I made for Mommy Yuru. Will she dislike it? I clenched my skirt, my knuckles turning white. A month ago, Jiang Chen had been working on this doll. He would hide it from me and claimed it was a project assigned by his teacher. His fingers bore numerous pricks from the needle. My heart ached for him. When I offered to help, Jiang Chen impatiently snatched the doll away, patting the area I touched. Mom, just leave it alone, okay? It's so annoying. All the other kids made their own. Why should I have yours? At that moment, I felt proud that my son was growing up. Little did I know it was a gift for Lin Yuru, so it had to be made entirely by him. I cannot recall how I returned to my room. It felt as though invisible hands were gripping my heart, making it hard to breathe. When I came to my senses, my pillow was already drenched. Ha ha ha, it's so amusing to see the female supporting character like this. She deserves it. Let her bully them. Laughing all the way to the bank. She better cry. Look how ugly she is. Actually, the female supporting character is quite pitiful. Neither her husband nor son loves her. The comments were rife with mockery and scorn directed at me. Occasionally, a sympathetic remark would drift by, only to be quickly drowned out by others. Wait. The female supporting character heard the male lead and their son's conversation. How will the storyline progress now? Don't worry, the female supporting character loves them both. She'll only feel guilty for not doing enough. Exactly. Have you forgotten the male lead has an item? If the affection value drops below 50, guilt can be converted into affection. With both tactics employed, there's no fear of failing the mission. Sigh. Why is the female supporting character so pathetic? Why create such drama? They were so close to experiencing sweet love and parenting moments. Exactly, the female supporting character should just disappear. The female supporting character should just disappear. Suddenly, the comments were filled with the female supporting character should just disappear. I closed my eyes, burying my head in the pillow. Yet, tomorrow, it is also my birthday. The next day, I woke up with puffy eyes. As soon as I stepped out of my room, a delightful aroma wafted through the air. On the dining table lay a bowl of fragrant longevity noodles. Jiang Shubai, wearing an apron, emerged from the kitchen. Upon seeing me, He smiled indulgently. My little lazy pig. You're awake? Come and taste the longevity noodles. Happy birthday, my little pig. Every year on my birthday, Jiang Shubai would personally prepare a bowl of noodles for me, wishing for my long life. Our son, Jiang Chun, sat at the table, swinging his legs. He tilted his head, flashing me a sweet smile, and jumped down to take my hand. Mommy, happy birthday. I personally added the scallions in here. Sunlight streamed across the table. The two of them laughed and played. I felt momentarily dazed, as if everything were as it should be. The events of yesterday felt like a distant illusion. Ah, the two of them did so well. Ha ha ha, foolish female supporting character. Just a little sweetness and she all over it. Oh yeah, go go. The affection values of both father and son have reached 95. Charge. Victory is within reach. The comments abruptly pull me back from my reverie. I pinched my palm hard. This was all real, not an illusion. I noticed a neatly wrapped doll sitting on the chair. I casually asked little Chun, is this a birthday gift for mommy? Jiang Chun's expression immediately shifted, and he had the doll behind his back. No. This is for my friend. Mom. What's wrong with you? Why do you always want other people's things? He fished out a crumpled piece of drawing paper from his pocket. This is your gift. Jiang Shubai wrapped his arms around me from behind, his voice gentle. Open it and see. Our son drew all night. He felt guilty about biting you, and woke up crying for you. Is that so? Yet the comments inform me that the mother he was crying for was actually Mommy Yuru. I unfolded the drawing paper. It depicted a stick figure, with a few words scribbled beside it. Happy birthday. Just this took him all night? I found it somewhat amusing. Perhaps I had been too kind to them these past 2 years, leading them to think I was an easy fool to please. Jiang Chun revealed his little tiger teeth. Mom, do you like it? I worked on it for so long. My hand hurt. I neatly folded the drawing paper and placed it on the table. Turning to Jiang Shubai, what about your gift for me? He paused for a moment. Wasn't he the pink diamond necklace from last night? Yesterday was our wedding anniversary. Jiang Shubai, flustered, removed his apron. Gigi, do you know how much that necklace costs? Why are you being so materialistic now? It used to be that anniversary gifts counted as birthday presents, right? You know the company isn't doing well. I interrupted him, pushing that fake necklace back towards him. Well then, if the company's performance is lacking, let's sell this necklace. Without waiting for his response, I promptly retrieved my phone and dialed my assistant. Enough. Have you caused enough trouble? He snatched the phone away and ended the call. Since yesterday, you've been looking for issues. What do you want? Can you spare a thought for me? My days are filled with work, and I'm exhausted from having to placate you too. Jiang Chun leapt down and embraced Jiang Shubai. Daddy, don't be angry. Mommy doesn't understand how hard you work. She doesn't care about you, but I do. He cried. Whoa, I hate Mommy. I hate it when she bullies Daddy. Jiang Shubai covered his head, utterly distraught. You need to reflect on your actions at home. There's a meeting at the company today, and I'll be back late. Jiang Chun clutched his toy and trailed behind Jiang Shubai. I'm going to the office to keep Daddy company. If bad Mommy doesn't reflect on herself, I want to call you Mommy anymore. I picked up my chopsticks and took a bite of the noodles. They were bland, lacking flavor, and undercooked, leaving them somewhat hard. After just one mouthful, I lost my appetite. A few scallions floated in the broth, and I could faintly discern some dirt within. Why had I only just now realized how inedible this was? I sat at the table, momentarily lost in thought. The only year he had celebrated my birthday with me was the first one. In the subsequent years, he always found various excuses. And since I had just celebrated an anniversary the day before, I had never doubted anything. I took a deep breath. Since it was my birthday, I would make the most of it. I adorned myself with beautiful makeup and arranged to go shopping with my best friend. She linked her arm with mine, complaining that I, a housewife revolving around family, had finally remembered her. She insisted we must empty them all today. We didn't leave until our car was filled to capacity. Oh my, the female antagonist is truly extravagant. Didn't the male lead mention the company as poor performance? Yet she still buys so much. Exactly, unlike our heroine, who knows how to save money for the male lead. The heroine saw the pink diamond necklace and cried like a baby. The wicked female antagonist didn't shed a single tear yesterday. But isn't it normal not to cry? That necklace was a fake to begin with. I can't stand it. Even if she is the heroine. Isn't she just a mistress? These people truly love the third wheel. My best friend asked where we should eat. I smirked and chose a restaurant, the very place Jiang Shubai and his companions frequented. I was curious to see what would happen if my plan failed. Just as the car came to a halt, my friend shook my arm excitedly. ISNT that your husband. Why is he dining with a woman? And ISNT that child Jiang Chun. Lin Yuru, Jiang Shubai's assistant, was every bit as gentle and delicate as her name suggested, her peach blossom eyes glistening with emotion. Jiang Chun leaned against her, laughing merrily at something she said. Jiang Shubai, seated across from her, gazed at her with affectionate eyes, his smile tender. What a blissful family of three. Tears streamed down my face, half genuine and half feigned. This must be a misunderstanding. They were just colleagues. He wouldn't do that. My friend, exasperated, exclaimed, look at the way they're looking at each other. Is that innocent? If Jiang Chun weren't there, they'd be kissing. And what about Jiang Chun? Is he going to recognize the mistress as his mother? When have he ever been this clingy during our meals? If you don't go now, they might truly become a family. My friend half dragged, half pulled me out of the car. The barrage of comments indicated that my affection value was plummeting. It had already dropped to 80. Perhaps it was due to the system's reminder. The once jovial father and son suddenly wore grim expressions, scanning the area. Their gazes met mine, brimming with tears, and my friend's furious countenance. Jiang Shubai, you shameless man. My friend slapped him across the face. He covered his cheek, stammering his explanations. Gigi, it's not what you think. We just finished a meeting and came out to eat. I wiped my tears and focused my gaze on the pink diamond necklace adorning Lin Yuru's neck. Shubai, what is the story behind that necklace? Why is it identical to mine? Jiang Shubai's face turned ashen. Lin Yuru frantically adjusted her collar. Sister Gigi, you've misunderstood. This is just a replica I bought myself. Jiang Chun clung to my leg, sobbing, Mommy, please don't be like this. It's so embarrassing. Look at all these people in the restaurant staring at us. Even Auntie Yuru is going to cry. I noticed the toy beside Lin Yuru's seat and managed a pale smile. Little Chun, are you also deceiving Mommy? That toy was a gift from you to her. Wasn't it? Jiang Chun pursed his lips, hesitating for a moment before replying. No, I didn't deceive you. Auntie Yuru is just a friend of mine. Mommy, you've already received the birthday gift I gave you, so why are you trying to take Auntie Yuru's toy? If you want, Daddy can buy you 10 more. Jiang Chun protested indignantly. Oh no. Baby, please stop talking. The love value is plummeting. It has dropped below 70. It's still falling. Jiang Shubai's expression grew increasingly grim. He even knelt down. Gigi, I'm also feeling miserable. Your tears are breaking my heart. Today was my fault. I didn't plan well. I thought after working overtime, I could take Yuru out for a meal. It's all my fault. He raised his hand and slapped himself heavily. Not seeing any reaction from me, he continued to strike himself. Jiang Chun, filled with concern, hugged his father's arm. Daddy, it's all my fault. I shouldn't have felt sorry for Auntie Yuru not having lunch. Mommy, if you want to blame someone, blame me. Lin Yuru kept bowing in apology. I'm sorry, Sister Gigi. It's my fault. I shouldn't have gone out for a meal with Mr. Jiang. What a pitiful family, tortured by the wicked female antagonist. The heroine is about to cry. My heart aches for her. Let us hug her. Couldn't a car just suddenly crash into the female antagonist and finish it? I support this. I really don't understand why the female antagonist is so aggressive. Once the male lead succeeds, she'll get what's coming to her. Success? That's impossible in this lifetime. I lifted Lin Yuru's chin and yanked off the necklace. Inside was a tiny inscription, an exclusive auction house code. Is this what you call a replica? Jiang Shubai. So the necklace you gave me was a counterfeit? My friend, furious, slapped Jiang Shubai a few more times. What a shameless man. Giving the mistress genuine goods while presenting the original wife with a fake. As she raised her hand to strike Lin Yuru, Jiang Shubai intervened. Can we not do this? Let us discuss it at home. I'll explain everything to you, Gigi. Let us go home, okay? Yuru is just a young girl. Don't bully her. All my money is yours. Why bother about the authenticity of a necklace? Don't you know Gigi's family is struggling? I ignored his words and circled the dining table. I picked up the toy Jiang Chun had made. Inside was a piece of paper, on which 3 stick figures were drawn with watercolors. The figure in the center wore a pink necklace, sitting at a table making a wish before a cake. Beside it, in colorful letters, it read, Happy birthday, Auntie Yuru. Chun will always love you. What a blissful family of 3. Even though I had prepared myself mentally, my hands trembled uncontrollably. It's over. The love value has dropped below 50. Male lead, quickly use the props. ISNT had said that the female antagonist's hands are too reckless, rifling through others' belongings? Exactly. If it were me, I'd have cut off the female antagonist's hands. The male lead has switched props. Quickly make the female antagonist feel guilty. Jiang Shubai and Jiang Chen's faces turned pale, flushed, and then pale again. It seemed they had received a hint about Jiang Shubai switching props. Jiang Chen reacted swiftly, snatching the drawing from my hand and scolding, "Mommy, why do you insist on prying into my affairs? Aunt Yiru is incredibly gentle and has bestowed upon me countless things that you cannot provide. Have you ever taken a moment to reflect on your own shortcomings? Are you truly a good mother?" I knelt down to wipe away his tears. "If you believe she treats you better, then feel free to call her mother. After all, you already refer to her as Aunt Yiru, do you not?" Jiang Chen stood frozen in place, forgetting to shed another tear. "Mother, I did not." I rose, my gaze devoid of emotion. "Jiang Shubai, if you have fallen for someone else, you are welcome to tell me. I am not one to cling desperately to someone. What is this situation? Why does the female antagonist have no guilt value? The affection value has plummeted below 40. It's over. The male lead is bound to face system punishment. Is there anyone who can save our pitiable male and female leads?" Jiang Shubai suddenly coughed up blood. Gasping for breath, he spoke. "Zhizh, I have not fallen in love with anyone else. In this life and the next, I shall love you, Lu Zhizhi, alone. Please, allow me to explain." Lin Yiru bit her lip, her eyes filled with hurt. If I were a man, witnessing her in such a state would undoubtedly tug at my heartstrings. Silently, she removed the necklace and placed it on the table. "I apologize, Mrs. Jiang. I had no idea this necklace meant so much to you. Mr. Jiang simply gifted it to me out of pity for my family's hardships. You have truly misconstrued our relationship. I maintain a purely innocent connection with Mr. Jiang." She bowed her head, tears clinging to her eyelashes. "Mr. Jiang, I resign effective immediately. I can no longer bear to be your assistant. I am grateful for your past assistance. Farewell, Mr. Jiang." "Xiaocheng, Mrs. Jiang is indeed your mother. Refrain from calling her anything else." With that, she covered her face and fled in tears. The two men exchanged glances, mouths agape, wishing to call her back. Yet, due to the system's warning, they ultimately remained silent. Phew, a sigh of relief. The affection value has risen slightly, and the system will not impose further punishment for now. Wah, who will show compassion for our female lead. She has been driven to such distress by the female antagonist. Female antagonist, be gone. Once the strategy succeeds, you shall be the first to face the consequences. Isn't there anyone who finds it exhilarating to drive away a mistress? Drive me away? I would never allow him to succeed in his strategy. Jiang Shubai was taken to the hospital. The doctor declared him physically fine, merely a case of emotional distress. Jiang Chen sat by the bed, clutching a stuffed toy, weeping bitterly. In his attempt to prove his loyalty to me, he had torn up that piece of drawing paper, likely mourning the hurt he had caused to Aunt Yiru. Jiang Shubai's lips turned pale as he trembled, grasping my hand. "Gigi, I did not frighten you, did I? No matter what happens to me, my greatest concern is you too." I withdrew my hand, saying nothing. He sighed. "It was my fault. I should not have given away the necklace without consulting you. Lin Yiru will not affect our family. She is merely an inconsequential presence." The words seemed to be forced from between his teeth, reluctant and unwilling. He stayed in the hospital for several days. During this time, my affection value fluctuated wildly. Should it dip below 40, punishment would ensue, manifested in bloodshed. It was neither painful nor bothersome. However, I did acquire important information. If the affection value reached 0, the strategy would be deemed a failure, resulting in the system stripping away everything from me, including my health. Upon returning home, the father and son were visibly alarmed. They employed every means to placate me, striving to prove their lack of connection to Lin Yiru. In my presence, they deleted and blocked all means of contact. Jiang Shubai even traversed the globe to procure items I desired. Jiang Chen believed that I cherished the handmade dolls he crafted. Each week, he fashioned a clay doll to place on my bedside. "Mother, I now understand your kindness towards me. You are the best mother. Mother, please don't ignore me. Will you?" To claim I was not moved would be a falsehood. The two who once loved each other had transformed into the versions I cherished most. Yet, I was no fool. I was ensnared, and what awaited me was a descent into hell. Ever since our marriage, I had become a housewife, wholly devoted to managing our household. The Lu family's resources were nearly all funneled towards Jiang Shubai. In secret, I reached out to my parents, requesting they cease certain business operations to stabilize my affection value. Almost everything I suggested was met with agreement. Whenever I expressed discontent, Jiang Shubai would soothe me with shares from the company. Months passed, and the father and son were busily occupied. Within Jiang Shubai's company, I also acquired a substantial share. As they wished, my affection value stabilized around 90. However, stability paved the way for mischief. Indeed, Jiang Shubai had once again clandestinely contacted Lin Yiru. To atone for his perceived wrongs, he gifted her a villa in the suburbs. The late-night work sessions were merely clandestine dates with Lin Yiru. Jiang Chen's smile grew ever brighter. How blissful they seemed. What does it matter if the female antagonist obstructs them? They are the male and female leads. They are inseparable. It's all right, with a little more effort, the affection value will reach 100. I eagerly await that day. Male lead, give it your all. Do not let us down, dear female lead. Last time, it left the female lead in tears for days on end. My heart ached for her. One day, I stumbled upon a spoiler in the comments. I learned that Jiang Shubai, in celebration of their anniversary, planned to procure specimens from Professor X's research on an island to present to Lin Yiru. She intended to utilize them merely as fireworks fuel. Curious to see how they differed from ordinary fireworks. These specimens could potentially be used for experiments in our Liu family, though the success rate was slim. Yet, what if? Most importantly, it would serve to disgust the two of them. Fortunately, there were few interested in these specimens. The male lead managed to acquire them without spending much. Lovers ultimately find their way to each other. Even if it costs billions, the male lead will secure it. My heart is about to leap from my chest. Just the thought of the male and female leads kissing beneath the fireworks makes me want to weep. Indeed, after enduring so much torment, they finally find happiness. Doesn't anyone find the thrill of an affair exhilarating, especially under the female antagonist's watchful gaze? The female antagonist probably has no idea that in just an hour of their meeting, they could indulge in their romantic escapades. Upon reading these comments, my heartache dissipated, replaced by a sense of nausea. That evening, I uncovered the auction information and presented it to Jiang Shubai. Shubai, I adore this specimen. Please bid on it for me. Let us attend the auction together. In an instant, Jiang Shubai's smile vanished. He impatiently snatched the phone from my hand and scrolled through it. This is merely a gimmick. Worthless. If you want it, I can have someone procure a live one for you. No, I want this one. He forced a smile, ruffling my hair. Dear Gigi, this truly holds no value. Bringing it home would serve no purpose. It's rather unsightly. What if it frightens Xiaocheng? Jiang Chun chimed in from the side. Mother, I don't like this. Please don't bring it home, all right? Ha ha. Jiang Chun is so clever. He understood his father's intent with just a glance. It's odd that he wouldn't like it. He was most excited about the fireworks and even mentioned that he wanted to bring back 100 specimens for Aunt Yiru to see when he grew up. My expression darkened instantly as I retracted my phone. Fine, then I shall not pursue it. Jiang Shubai exhaled in relief, though his smile remained elusive. The affection value dropped by another 10. The day before the auction, the father and son meticulously dressed up and set out, claiming it was for a business trip. Xiaocheng has been in a poor mood lately. I'll take him out for some fun while I have the chance. I tied his tie and smiled. Darling, you truly are exhausted. Would you like me to accompany you, taking Xiaocheng along for some enjoyment? The two men appeared as if they were facing a formidable adversary. Jiang Chen spoke first. No, mother. You work so hard every day. I would hate for you to accompany father on a business trip. Indeed, Gigi, please rest at home. We will return in 2 or 3 days. I tugged at Jiang Chen's cheek, squinting my eyes. How could it be, my son? No matter how bitter or exhausting it may be, being with you both is a form of happiness. How about this? I'll pack my things and join you right now. The expressions on the faces of the father and son shifted more dramatically than a traffic light. I sighed. Oh well, you're busy with work. I want to add to your troubles. Both of them exhaled heavily in relief, as if fearing I might change my mind. Jiang Shubai, without looking back, dashed out of the house, clutching Jiang Chen, as if chased by ghosts. I scoffed inwardly at how terrified these two were. The next morning, I finally left the house. Upon arriving at the island, I spotted the three of them playing in the water on the beach from a distance. I donned my sunglasses and retreated to my room. The auction formally commenced that evening. As the bullet comments suggested, there were indeed very few interested parties. Jiang Shubai was determined to win. Each time he placed a bid, I added a little more to his amount. After several rounds, Jiang Shubai grew increasingly irritated. In front of everyone, he declared, "This is a commemorative gift I wish to present to my wife. Might I kindly ask everyone to raise their hands generously?" No sooner had he finished speaking than someone scoffed. "What does it matter to us if you want to give your wife a commemorative gift? Auctions depend on merit. If someone else desires it, why should they concede to you?" "Exactly. If you can't raise the bid, don't act like a big shot." He gestured for the organizer to pause, wishing to speak with me. Naturally, I obliged. This tedious game of strategy was finally nearing its conclusion. Upon seeing me, Jiang Su-bai's complexion drained of color, and he instinctively recoiled. "Gigi, how could you be here?" Before he could finish, the lounge door swung open with a loud bang. Jiang Chun, pulling Lin Yiro's hand, trotted in excitedly. "Aunt Yiro, don't worry. My dad will definitely bid for you today. You're so beautiful. He'll surely be persuaded to let you have it." Lin Yiro patted his head. "Little Chun, it's all right. It doesn't matter if we don't get it. Do you really like this specimen?" Jiang Chun nodded emphatically. "I like it a lot. I'll be even happier if Aunt Yiro likes it too." The conversation abruptly halted. "Mom, why are you here?" I smirked. "I'd like to ask you both why you are here. Did you not say you were on a business trip? Did you not profess your disdain for this specimen? You snuck here to covertly take a picture for your wife, didn't you?" Jiang Chun rushed over, clutching my hand.
"No, Mom.
I don't like that specimen at all. I'm not lying to you. Aunt Yiro is struggling because she lost her job, and Dad wants to help her." I coldly withdrew my hand. Jiang Su-bai attempted to embrace me, but I evaded him. "Gigi, don't throw a tantrum. When I mentioned my wife, I was referring to you. This is something I bid for to give to you. Who knew you would personally attend the auction?" I scoffed. "Jiang Su-bai, do I appear to be a fool?" I pulled out my phone, revealing a video of the three of them frolicking on the beach. Jiang Su-bai and Lin Yiro, emboldened by the absence of recognition, were embracing on the sand. If there were a bed, who knows what they might have done. It's over. This time, it's truly over. Didn't anyone say the female antagonist is cunning? I've seen right through her all along, yet she still secretly plots. Please. The female antagonist is now a legal wife, and she has found superiority in being a mistress. Oh no, the love meter has dropped to 40. It's still falling. The punishment has begun. Jiang Su-bai coughed up a mouthful of blood. "Gigi, I truly did not betray you. Can we return home? Let me explain." Lin Yiro frowned. "Mrs. Jiang, this is your fault. Mr. Jiang is still your husband. How could you make him bleed from anger?"
Slap.
I raised my hand and struck her. How dare a mistress speak so brazenly before me? I already gave you a chance during the necklace incident.
What?
Do you feel superior by intruding into someone else's family? Lin Yiro's expression faltered, her facade crumbling. "Lu Gigi, understand this. It is the unloved who are the mistresses. Su-bai and I are truly in love. And as for Chun, I want to ask you, what kind of mother can make her son hate her so much and still feel proud? Chun has told me more than once that he wants me to be his mother."
Slap.
Lin Yiro received another blow, but this time, the hand that struck was not mine, but Jiang Su-bai's. His eyes were red, and blood continued to spill from his mouth. "Shut up. The one I love is Lu Gigi. My relationship with you was merely a charade. If it weren't for your seduction, how could I ever betray Gigi?" Jiang Chun bit down hard on her hand, drawing blood. "You're not my mom. My mom is Lu Gigi. Get lost. Don't ruin our family." Lin Yiro stood there, stunned, tears brimming in her eyes. A flicker of pain crossed Jiang Su-bai's gaze.
"Ah."
So heart-wrenching. The male lead only said that to prevent the love meter from hitting 0. Poor little Chen. He is completely unaware of the strategy. Otherwise, he would understand the male lead. The female antagonist is truly despicable. Is she satisfied now that she has pushed someone to this extent? Satisfied? I am far from satisfied. Jiang Su-bai reached out to take my hand. "Gigi, let us go home." This time, I was bewitched. I swear there won't be a next time. Lin Yiro, utterly aggrieved, grasped Jiang Su-bai's sleeve. "Su-bai, you have your reasons, right? You wouldn't say such things to me, would you? Have we forgotten our vows?" Lin Yiro, get lost. Unfortunately, it was futile. The love meter was plummeting. 302,010. Jiang Su-bai was a bloodied mess, blood gushing uncontrollably. Lin Yiro screamed for help in terror. Before the doctor could arrive, I expressionlessly uttered a single sentence. "Jiang Su-bai, I no longer want either you or our son. Let us divorce." At the moment I turned to leave, I seemed to hear the system's voice. 54,321. The love meter has hit zero. Host strategy has failed. Punishment begins. The specimen was taken to the Liu family's laboratory. The first thing I did upon returning home was instruct my lawyer to draft the divorce agreement. In the process of sorting through everything, I discovered that most of the gifts Jiang Su-bai had given me over the past 5 years were counterfeit. The genuine items, of course, had all been gifted to Lin Yiro. Naturally, I intended to reclaim every last one of them. Jiang Su-bai fell gravely ill, and the cause remained undetermined. The auction was monitored, so the blame could not be placed on me. Lin Yiro, unwilling to concede, frequently caused a scene and even called in reporters. However, when everyone learned she was the mistress, she was mercilessly ridiculed. When the security dragged her away, she continued shouting, "It's the unloved who are the mistresses. Liu Zhizhi, you are the true mistress." Jiang Su-bai was reluctant to sign the divorce agreement and wished to see me. A meeting was out of the question. If he was unwilling to sign, it mattered not. I would file directly for divorce, since I had all the evidence of his infidelity. 6 months later, I successfully finalized the divorce. Jiang Chen cried and came to find me several times. I only met him once, kneeling down to trim his long-neglected hair. "It was my mistake to have you in my womb. Now you are free. Go find the mother you desire." He cried desperately, "No. You are my mom. You are my mom." I coldly stood up. "But I no longer want you." When Lin Yiro took him away, she shot me a triumphant look. She was unaware that her misfortunes were soon to come. Due to the system's punishment, the Jiang Corporation had faced relentless misfortunes over the past 6 months, teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. My parents seized the opportunity to acquire the Jiang Corporation. Jiang Su-bai went bankrupt and accrued a mountain of debt, unable to even pay for hospital expenses. I heard that the 3 of them could only live in a low-rent housing unit. In a desperate bid to make ends meet, they even forced Lin Yiro to sell herself for money. 2 years later, I once again heard news of them. Jiang Shubai had succumbed to a grave illness and passed away. Lin Yiro had eloped with an older man, and Jiang Chen found himself in an orphanage. The barrage of comments had vanished entirely. I pondered, I am no longer the malicious supporting character, but rather the protagonist of my own tale. The story concludes here. Thank you for listening, and until we meet again in the next narrative.